Hi, it's Therese and I'm here for Altenew, and this is the September Inspiration Challenge. It's a floral photo and I thought it'd be fun to kind of make a really a busy kind of floral design. And I haven't used my Peony Blossom, this is one of the Builder Flower sets, stamp set very much, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. What I thought I'd try is, actually what I've done is die cut the blossom flowers as some white cardstock, and I've kept the negative space as my guide. So then I've lined up the stamps. This is using my Misty because I want to do multiples, and I'm not really sure where I'm going with this card yet. So I did make lots of flowers in different colours. I actually mostly just ended up using the more sort of pastel-y ones. So this is the pink diamond ink, and I did some tone on tone stamping, and they're the main ones that I did end up using in my design, but I've got lots of flowers for another card if I want. So like I said, this is a great way to do multiples, and it's like a little jigsaw puzzle. And the purple that I chose was the deep iris. So it's quite a dark purple, but it does dry a little bit lighter, obviously. And I didn't stamp these. Purple just wasn't playing very nicely with me today. So I wasn't too worried because I knew I was going to be doing lots of flowers. I can easily hide the areas of the stamp that weren't stamped really well, or I could easily, the other thing that I do if it doesn't stamp perfectly, and I don't want to make it darker by restamping, is I'll come in with a pencil that's the same colour and just sort of shade the area, and you'll never notice. So this is the second layer of the stamp, which kind of puts the, are they not veins, like the shadows on the petals. And this is the tone on tone, so I'm actually using the pink diamond yet again to add this layer. I did the same with the purple, I just used the deep iris for the second layer as well on most of my images. And look how pretty that is. It's amazing what a second layer of ink can do, how much it can actually change an ink colour. So if you haven't got many inks, you can either do second generation stamping to make it lighter, so that means just stamping it off and then restamping it again, or you can double stamp and that'll make it a darker colour. So you have got lots of options. I just wanted to show you here, the small flower doesn't come with, there's only 3 stamp flowers, but there's 4 die flowers in this set, and the small flower doesn't come with a stamp image, but that's easy fixed because I just used the smallest stamp image over top, and you see that that works really well here. Even though I didn't use these particular flowers, because I did come in with a Pinkalicious, I think it was, for the second layer here. I just thought it was a bit too bright for my design, so I didn't use those in the end, but I just thought I'd include that just to show you that even though it doesn't come with the layers, you can still stamp it out easily. The leaves, I made a stack of leaves, and they're a 3-layer leaf, and I just did like production line style again, just kept putting my leaf die cuts within the negative space and then layering it up. I used the frayed leaf for the base colour, the Forest Glades, and then for the third layer I did start off with the evergreen, and I really like the way that these look with that really dark bold vein, but I didn't actually end up using these in my card. I told you, ends up being quite a very pastel-y card, and that's so not my go-to style, so it's nice to do something out of the comfort zone. I did use these leaves, however, which have the second generation stamping. Oh, not second generation, double stamping. I used the frayed leaf. No, the Forest Glades. I'm lying to you again. The Forest Glades for the third layer. Alright, so I've got a top fold card that I've covered with some pale grey cardstock, because when in doubt, add grey. And I have it's a thanks word from the Signature Words die, and I'm going to be using the negative space here. So it's a very intricate die, and I've cut it with some black cardstock, added some adhesive behind my black cardstock and adhered some pale grey cardstock. So basically you're going to be able to see the pale grey through as the word. But first I want to put the little bits back into the word. So I have temporarily sat the word thanks, the die cut, within the negative space. Added some liquid adhesive. I've used some matte medium, which is good because I got glue on my card, and the good thing about matte medium is it dries matte, so you're not going to notice that there afterwards. But if I had used a glossy kind of glue, that would have been visible and I would have had to start again. Alright, so I've spent ages trying to work out my card design. I have moved these flowers around so many times on this card front. I just thought I'm going to start adding glue. I'm just going to have to make the decision about where these flowers are going to go. So mostly I did just adhere them directly to the card front and then lifted up the edges a little bit. I used the tape runner, some glue dots, and I did use some foam dots as well. So I popped up only really one of the flowers, I think it was, because I didn't want to bulk it out too much. But if I do post this to someone, then I will actually put it either in a padded envelope or add a piece of cardstock over top to protect it. So originally this flower only had one lot of pop dots on the back, but I did come back in and add some more after. And as a final embelly, I did grab some black enamel dots, and when in doubt, always use pale grey cardstock and black enamel dots. And you're laughing. Alright, that's my finished card for today. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're inspired by this photo, and I can't wait to see what you create. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.